Hey guys, my name is Kirsty and welcome to another video. So I'm actually liking doing these book tags at the moment because they're just really quick for me to do. Because I have no time to do anything lately, it's just filming the book tags is just great for my time management. So I have another one for you today, and this book tag is called the This or That book tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone to do it, and I don't actually know who started this book tag. So without any further ado, let's just get into the tag. So the first question in the book tag is reading on the couch or on the bed. I'm gonna say reading on the sofa, well, couch, yeah, the couch is American. I'm gonna say reading on the sofa because if I read in bed, there is chance of me falling asleep, and that means that no reading gets done. But if I read on this sofa, then okay, there is a small tendency for me to fall asleep, but I will be more awake, I will be more focused. So definitely reading on the sofa. Second question is a male character or female main character. I'm going to say female just because I can relate to them more. Sweet or salty snacks whilst reading. I don't really eat whilst I'm reading because I just have this fear of the crumbs going into like the middle of the book and me never be able to get them out. But I would go for sweet because I don't really like salty things. When I am reading, I do tend to have a cup of tea by me with a couple of biscuits. Trilogies or quartets. I haven't really come across that many quartets, to be honest. There's the Raven Cycle, but that's the only quartet that I can really think of off the top of my head. So I'm just going to go with trilogies because I've read a lot more trilogies. First or third person point of view. I'm going to go with third person because when I read first person, it just, I don't know, it's quite strange. But I do like third person present tense. I really do like that point of view. I just think it works really well. The next question is reading at night or in the morning. I'm going to be really difficult and say in the afternoon because reading in the morning I just get tired and I'll probably fall asleep. Reading at night, same, I will probably fall asleep because I'm just too tired. So I'm going to say afternoon. So at the moment it's 12:15. Like whilst I'm filming this, so for me that would be the perfect time to read because it's pure daylight. There's not a good chance of me falling asleep. I know that if I do fall asleep I'll be late to work or other commitments I have going on, so I have to stay awake. I'm going to be difficult because that's just who I am. Libraries or bookstores? I'm going to say bookstores because with libraries I do love them. And the library by me is really good, but I like owning books. I think that's just why I prefer bookstores, because I don't like borrowing a book and then giving it back. It's because once I've read it, it's just like, this is mine now, this is my book, I read it, it's mine. So I'm going to say bookstores. The library by me, it has quite old stock and I'm really not 100% sure how to order in new books. I should probably check that out. Books that make you cry or laugh. If a book makes me cry, then it is really sad because it is very rare that I cry actual tears whilst reading books. But it is really easy to make me laugh. I don't know. I mean, I'd prefer to laugh than cry, I mean, obviously. But if a book makes me cry, it's very impressive. I'm gonna go with both. Can I do that? Can I go for both? So like, if there's a book that makes me cry and laugh, that is the perfect book and I will love it forever. Black or white book covers. I think you asked me a few years ago, I'd say black because there was just the whole Twilight phase and I had just rows upon rows of black covers. But whenever there's a white cover, I'm very interested. So like the Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid, that had a black and a white cover. So you could choose which one you wanted. And I got the white one because I thought it was just different. But black or white covers, I'm in the middle because if anything, I prefer brightly coloured books like blue, orange, red. stuff like that, because black and white just have a tendency to be boring. Okay, I'm gonna go with white book covers. And the last question is character or plot driven stories. I'm gonna go with plot, because I was reading There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins, and the first half of the book is very character driven, and I was getting quite bored with it. I was just like, okay, I don't really care, just get me onto the plot, like, where's the murder, like, give me the murder. And then the second half of the book is where all the murder happens, and I was just reading it like really fast because I absolutely loved it. If anything, that's just proof that I enjoy plot driven stories more than character. But there is exceptions, like the Raven Cycle, that's very character driven, and that is one of my favourite series of all time. So I don't know, I think it just depends on the type of story. I think if it is a thriller slash crime mystery book, like There's Someone Inside Your House, it does have to be plot driven. But if it's a kind of long series, then you have to be invested in the characters, so it has to be character driven, obviously with a strong underlying plot. I think it just depends on what book it is or what book I'm reading. If it's series, character driven. If it's standalones that are thrillers, plot driven. If it's contemporaries that are standalones, then both, I think. I don't really know. I'm very rubbish at doing these tags because I can just never choose between the two different things I need to choose from. That was the last question of the this or that book tag. That was quick to do. That literally took me 10 minutes to film. That is good. That's what I'm aiming for. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you've got any comments, questions, feedback, leave it in the comments box below. And I do post videos on Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays, so if you want notifications for when those videos go up, just click on the bell icon below after you've subscribed, of course, and you'll receive notifications for when I post new videos. That's all I have left to say. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!